Sure. It's one of those cases where we're going to have to agree to disagree. I completely respect Senator Fernandez's efforts in the problems we are having with drugs, with overdoses, with deaths. Unfortunately, these overdose deaths are continuing to rise, and I do disagree completely regarding the scheduling aspect. Scheduling is not why we have xylazine. Why we have xylazine is there is nothing stopping us, nothing stopping the drug dealers from using xylazine. What they're doing is either using it straight or they're using it to cut the fentanyl and other drugs. This isn't about just fentanyl. They're cutting marijuana, which we legalized, by the way. They're cutting that with fentanyl. The reason these dealers do it is because they're getting it. It's cheap and it is available because it is not a controlled substance right now. The governor tried to make xylazine a controlled substance in the budget a couple of years ago. That was taken out. So we've done nothing directly to stop this. Now, actually what's happened is because more of the drug dealers are using xylazine, they're using these animal sedatives, and I hope I get this name right. I also hope we can charge Newsday for all the plugs we're giving them today, but in a recent Newsday story, they cited a market increase in animal sedatives being used by drug dealers like medetomidine, I believe is how you pronounce it. It's another animal sedative that is now being used by dealers. I spoke to the DA's office a little earlier and asked, are we seeing more and more overdose deaths involving xylazine? He said, yeah, we're up to almost 20% of the deaths, of the autopsies that were done in Suffolk County showed xylazine was part of the reason. That's an increase. It was 16% the year before. It's continuing to grow because we're letting it. When I say xylazine is available, there's nothing preventing anyone here from getting as much as you want. You could turn into a xylazine dealer tomorrow. I do not recommend it, but you could because we're not stopping it. By scheduling it, it would make it a controlled substance. It makes it illegal. See, I asked what scheduling was. It makes it a controlled substance, so it makes it illegal. You can then arrest the drug dealer, the one peddling this poison, and get them off the streets if we would, keep them there. But this is the problem. Something gets put in the budget, gets pulled right back out. And it doesn't feel like we're making any steps. We're hearing from these family members of overdose victims, people that are getting hooked on opioids, not due to anything they did wrong. They got a prescription, they hurt their back or had a tooth pulled, and they got hooked. They need help. These drug dealers are taking advantage of this. And we're not helping when we don't allow law enforcement to crack down. I'm not saying we can arrest our way out of it, because we can't. We've proven that. But it takes an all-in approach to battle what is now a deadly, deadly disease. So, Mr. President, I'm frustrated, and I think a lot of people are frustrated right now because it feels like every time we start to take a step forward to save lives, we take a deadly step backwards and take it out. And we took it out of the budget again just when we could have made some progress. So for that reason, I'll be voting no.